Are you looking for work within the creative industry? Perhaps you're looking for a job or full-time employment. I currently work part-time as an artist. I'm on a journey to go full-time. So this whole idea of finding a job and finding work is kind of on my radar at the minute, and it's pretty tough times at the moment. But I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across this video. It was a guy basically saying, this is how I got a job working within the film industry. And I thought, okay, there might be something worth learning here. So the idea was, email people, email loads of people, and eventually you will get a job. However, the video didn't really say that. You know, that was the idea, that was the advice, but the real reason was more to do with who you know rather than what you know. So I'm just going to play the video and then just talk a little bit more about it afterwards.
Want to get into the film and TV industry but don't know how? Here's my tip. Email. All the way back in 2019, I emailed a lot of companies. Here is an example of one of those emails, and for a while, no one replied. But with a bit of luck and a bit of perseverance, one eventually replied. My old boss Ben reached out, brought me in for a chat and some work experience. Although I did send the email in February and didn't get a reply till March, thanks Ben. I started off as a runner, and little did I know, a year later, I'd be getting my first production credit. So, don't forget to email.
Now this video had, what, about 5,000 views, a few dozen likes and comments and things like that. So not great in sort of TikTok standards, and I don't really necessarily want to shoot this guy's advice down. He's just doing his thing, trying to put some content out into the world. And well, this video that you're watching right now isn't going to get anywhere near those numbers, but I want to say this anyway, that firstly, if it wasn't for the former boss giving him the job, the person he knows, you know, already having somewhat of a foot in the door, he probably wouldn't have got that job. So maybe the real message should be, look at your contacts, look at your social contacts, the people you already know, see if there's a way to sort of get a job from them, ask if there's anything going, and then go from there, rather than just the message being about, you know, emailing people. Didn't say how many emails he sent. Maybe it was 3, maybe it was 33, maybe it's 333. But that's another thing you should be honest about. Like if you say, oh, I emailed, you know, 3 people and then I got a job, you know, people are going to go out and think, okay, so I just have to email some people and then I'll get a job. But what happens if you email 3 or 33 people and you don't get the job? Like, you're going to feel like a bit of a failure, a bit of a loser. Like, you need to tell people, I think, instead, that the market is really difficult at the moment. It's like climbing a mountain, and there's no other choice. We have to climb the mountain, and you know, you might succeed or you might just die like some people do when they climb up the top of Everest and they just don't make it, you know, don't make it back down safely. It's like, it's dangerous times. We're not just going up a little hill and it's all going to work out. And, you know, I know this idea makes people feel quite fuzzy and warm inside and quite hopeful. It's a good general story to tell when it's like, oh, this is hard and I did this thing and then succeeded. But sometimes being honest, I think, is more useful to people. I think, you know, it prepares people for the realities of life, and, you know, they can then make more informed decisions on where to move and where to go thereafter. So I want to talk a little bit more about courses as well, like an advice people give on the internet. Because people will say, you know, here's some advice, hope you enjoyed it. Now pay me some money, take my course, and I'll give you even more advice and you can succeed even more. And I think what I'll do is I'll save this one for another video, because I did take a course. I took a course teaching artists how to sell their art online. And there's quite a lot that I'd like to sort of share about what happened in the course, and some kind of pretty surprising revelations as well that I want to reveal. And I think it needs its own dedicated video, but I'll get that out in the future. So stay with me, subscribe, and you'll see it in a future update. But for now, I just want to get this idea out that if you are looking for work in the creative industry, firstly, understand that it's really hard. It's really hard for everyone. I keep seeing the message being put out by most people that it's difficult times. And I guess don't be suckered into people that saying, oh, it's easy, you just have to email people, or you just have to do this one thing that some outlier did that happened to work for them, because, you know, it might not work for you. And I don't want you going away feeling disappointed in yourself that you're trying hard and not getting anywhere and it's working for everyone else but not working for you. In actual fact, most people are struggling. So don't be hard on yourself, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks.